No, I say hello to Kurt Nübling from Primavera, a company in Germany for natural products in natural cosmetics here in the south of Germany, in Allgäu. So Kurt Nübling is since more than 20 years here with the company Primavera, and he traveled a lot around the world to look for new raw material and plants. And so recently you traveled to Bhutan. What was the reason for this journey?
It's a long history, or maybe 24 years. It was the first time when we traveled to Bhutan by a contact from famous Heinrich Harrer, who was 7 years in Tibet, which people maybe know the film. And I met him, and he told me about a man who is planting lemongrass in Bhutan, but he forgot the name. So I wrote to the government, can I please, to the Ministry of Agriculture, can I please find a man who is producing lemongrass oil? And then for half a year there was no answer. After half a year there came a message, an invitation, we could come to Bhutan. So we have been very happy, and we moved to Bhutan, in a country which was for most people not so, at this time, not known. And we went there and we met the Ministry of Agriculture and the Minister of Planning, and we traveled with the permission from the ministry to the east of Bhutan, and to look for a way to start a project about lemongrass, producing essential oils there. And it was not so easy in the beginning to send samples, and because it was far away in the east, so not in our modern times, which is everything fast. So time have been different. So we went there and we started something, and we need patience after years, because sometimes it was really stucking. But the vision was always, in this country, oil from this country is very special, because the environment was very protected. And we told to the ministry it would be nice to also certify organic, because they didn't know about this organic movement. And now I traveled again now this year, back to Bhutan, and now the country is decided in a 6-year plan from now to 2020 to move the whole country for organic and a pesticide-free area. So that's, for me, it's very great. And so it means a small thing can, after some years, even sometimes you're challenged to continue, can be in one moment, can be big and over your expectation.
This real success story in Bhutan, so you made another project of this, that is sharing happiness, that you called like that, and you have some products in your assortment from Primavera from Bhutan. Please tell us more.
Maybe the success story is more for Bhutan, and I hope this is a success story for Bhutan, and when they prove it's possible in a few years to go for organic, it can be a success story for more countries. So we have been just inspiring at this time. And then this movement inside Bhutan, because they have the roots in protecting nature from all the times. But this organic be an example. I'm very proud about this country, which has also a happiness factor. So they think not money is the thing which makes people happy. It's necessary to do things, but the happiness is the most important. So they have it integrated in their policy. And now sharing happiness means to share with others, means it's getting more and not less. Because most of the people think if they give something away, they lose something. But sharing means to getting more. So when more people going in this field of biodiversity and protecting our future, our nature, our biodiversity, which means also happiness. Think about a world who is just a few plants and no bird, and it's sad. But when you go somewhere where there's biodiversity, like in the Amazon or somewhere where nature is still very clean and powerful, that makes most people happy. So we have to look for our future and look to secure our future, not just do a little bit sustainable work. It's to secure our future for our future generation. That's the thing. That's sustainability. It's not only a trend or that somebody has to do a little bit something. It's more to secure the future of our following generations.
Sure. And concretely, so you have soap bars from Bhutan. They are produced there, and you sell them here in the natural cosmetic sector, and give back a percentage of the price to Bhutan, to special organizations. So that's real happiness sharing. But there is also another project over there in India, and that's about seeds. What is it?
Let's say it's not our project, it's the project of Vandana Shiva. Her organization means Navdanya, that's her organization. And we, like other people, we try to support her because she's one of the most powerful women right now who is really committing her life for a better future, for a clean future, for a future with biodiversity, with abundance of seeds. And she has a seed preservation project in India, and she's connected with many people from the organic field, and she's like a female hero, let's say. She tried to protect things which people are not aware of it. Because most things we just don't know. But she knows a lot of background, what's going on, and how our nature is already hurt a lot. So she tries with all her passion, with her heart and with her power, this very powerful woman, to look for an abundant future and for a clean future. And she was also in Bhutan helping for this plan to go full organic for 2020. And we did a project with her about bags which produced in this field, this cotton field, which there was a lot of suffering through GMOs. And these bags should, let's say, avoid plastics. So, have all this plastic problem too, that people use this strong bag. And on the bag is also written her organization, that people get aware, know what's going on in the background. So this has a double meaning. And so also we did some products with her, which is done in this cotton field, which there is a lot of suffering through GMOs. So to give an option for other products. So that's the project. And then sharing means also exchange.
Do something. Exchange of each other. Yeah.
So I think all the companies who are in organic or have a commitment should support people who really, let's say, commit their life 100% to help us that there is an abundant future for future generations.
So that's really the philosophy of Primavera, but also the philosophy of the organic world. So also here in Germany, in Allgäu, where your company is headquartered, you are really living this philosophy. You have a really big garden here around, and a company building that is made with Feng Shui factors. Can you say us something about that?
Yeah, Feng Shui translated is just wind and water. But for me it means the intelligence of nature. How you integrate in architecture, in landscaping, the intelligence of nature. So the laws of nature inside a building, integrated, and outside, stimulate the people who are living in this building to have ideas who also may be connected with intelligence of nature. So if we are part of nature, we are not separate. Nature can live without us, but we cannot live without nature. So it's just smart to be learned from nature, from the intelligence of nature, integrated, and then what you do, I hope so, will be also effect that is good for the future and for the earth, and it's good for us too.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mr. Nübling, for this talk, and we wish you a really biodiverse and happy future for the company. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much too.
Goodbye.